So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. 24-3 was the final. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to Gainwell. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Lays out left side and gets it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll throw it. Has the connection to Gainwell. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Connects with Johnson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Now Gainwell. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Again, this is Gainwell. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
When you get stuffed on a third down draw, it's really hard to look at your receivers. You come off the field, Kate, and you find yourself on a different bench because they want the ball. They want to be a difference maker on 3rd and 6+, and a draw going backwards, that makes no friends.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. This is a 48-yard look for him. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They run with Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Kmet brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On the ground with Swift. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Rodgers here from the gun. Has his man, it's Odunze. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. They'll come up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Carney's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Saints and Kenneth Gainwell ready for their next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Back to throw on 1st and 10.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First and 10, looking to throw. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Dropping back to throw. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept at breaking up those passes.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Touchdown, New Orleans. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints jump in front now by 5. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. First down, Rodgers. He's on the move. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here's Swift on second down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Off play action, Rodgers. Completed to his running back. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go for it, Rodgers. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Running left, it's Gainwell. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down, here's Swift. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Now here's Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Rodgers to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Saints come marching onto the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll throw on first. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 41. It's an option left. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw it. He finds Johnson. Broke through the tackle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So 2nd down coming up.
He was defended by Tyreek Stevenson.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints with a 5-point lead. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back to throw. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints grab it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The Saints in victory formation, content to just knee this out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Saints. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D,
it
all
is-
of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.